Hey everybody, this is Jacob Dempster with the Harold Chapel team in Wilmington, North Carolina. Today I want to talk to the first-time home buyers. So you're a first-time home buyer and you're jumping into a crazy market. You probably have a ton of questions. The first one and most important one being, where do I start? Well, the first place you should start is talking with a mortgage lender. A mortgage lender is the person you go to figure out what your financing looks like and what exactly you can afford and what kind of loan that you're going to get. The best way to go about finding a mortgage lender is to ask for a referral. So ask your friends or family of someone that they've worked with in the past that they really enjoyed. Chances are, if they had a good experience with them, they're going to refer them. And on the flip side of that, if they had a bad experience, then at least you know who not to go to. If you've explored those options and you don't know anybody, trust me, you can Google mortgage brokers near me. You will find one, no problem. The more traditional approach is to go to your bank, but a lot of people nowadays are going to private mortgage institutions. Here in Wilmington, we work with Atlantic Bay Mortgage Company, more specifically the Ryan Bruff team, and they do an excellent job over there. But what you're gonna need to do is talk to that lender first, kind of get a feel for them and see if that's someone that you really wanna work with. And you wanna make sure that you are talking to a couple different brokers and finding which one you mesh with the best or which one you feel you're on the same page with the most. After you talk to someone and you figure out, okay, this is probably the person that I want to work with, you're probably going to fill out their application. And this is where you're going to talk about how much money you make, what your debt is, all the things that you do on a month-to-month basis. They're probably going to ask you for your most recent pay stubs, your tax returns, bank statements, things like that. And the most important one is they're going to pull your credit score. The credit score is going to determine whether or not you qualify for a loan and what kind of loan you can qualify for. So really make sure that your credit score is in good standing before you talk to one of these people. If not, then you can talk to them about repairing it. A lot of lenders have tips and tricks on how you can repair your credit quicker than the average normal time. Building credit or repairing credit is a very long process, but lenders will have a faster way to get things done. So once you filled out the application and the lender has a good grip of what your income looks like and what your debt to income ratio looks like, they're going to talk to you about your financing options. The most common one that first-time homebuyers use is called an FHA loan. The reason why that is because it requires 3.5% down, which is much more attractive than, let's say, a conventional loan, which requires anywhere from 5% to 20% down. The other loans that you can choose from are a USDA or a VA loan, and there are other loans, but those are the four most common. But a lot of first-time home buyers use that FHA loan because it requires less money down. Slide number 2, you want to talk to a realtor. Once again, the best way to go about this is to ask family and friends who they've used in the past. Once again, if they've had a good experience with them, they're going to recommend them. Bad experience, you know who to stay away from. This is the most important one in my opinion because this is who's going to be negotiating and vying for you on your behalf in a transaction. So once you've talked to a couple realtors and you figure out who's the right one for you, you're going to share that pre-approval with them, and then you're going to talk to them and they're going to ask you questions about what you're looking for. That's probably the most common question that I ask people whenever I talk to them is, tell me what you're looking for. How many bedrooms do you want? Square footage? Is there a certain zip code that you want to be in? Certain school system? Do you want to be in outside city limits so you only pay county taxes? Would you prefer a septic tank or well water, or would you not? Lots of different things, and everybody is different. So make sure that you are conveying and relaying that message to your realtor about what you want and what you don't want. A lot of times you can fill out a wants versus needs list, or have and have not, that kind of thing. And then you can share that with them, and then the realtor will know exactly what to send to you. Most of the times, especially in these days, they can get you on a list with a lot of different filters added that will, scan the MLS to send you houses that match exactly what you're looking for. So you've talked to your realtor, you've got your pre-approval letter. Now it's time to go out and submit that offer. And what that looks like is your realtor is going to keep sending you listings, and you're going to tell them which one you want to go see. They will schedule a showing, they'll bring some information about the home with them, and then they will walk you through the house. Or a lot of times now in this market, a lot of virtual showings. You know, all my out-of-state buyers, we do virtual showings where we go to the house, we take videos, or we even FaceTime while we're there. It's a little bit of an awkward thing, especially when you got overlapping appointments, a lot of realtors in the same house with their clients. It's a little bit weird when you got your phone up there talking to somebody else, but hey, whatever it takes to get the job done. So let's say that you've walked through a house, you really like it, it's the perfect one for you, and you're ready to submit that offer. Then you're going to talk to your realtor, discuss terms, meaning, you know, price, due diligence fee, earnest money fee, due diligence period, whether there are some things at the house that you want to stay. That's maybe personal property of the sellers. Lots of things that you can, you know, adjust to make your offer more attractive. I will tell you, in this market, unfortunately, a lot of it comes down to purchase price and due diligence fee. Always make sure that your realtor calls the listing agent before you submit an offer. That way the agent can try and get some information on what the motivation is of the sellers moving. You know, let's say that they are buying new construction, and it's really important that the sellers have a lease back for a couple months while their new construction is being built. That's something that you wouldn't know if you didn't call them, and you could be at a disadvantage setting your closing date too early. So always make sure that your agent is calling the other agent, and there's always an open line of communication between two parties. So once you've submitted that offer, hopefully it gets accepted. In this market, it's very, very tough, especially for first-time home buyers. In another video, I'm going to talk to you about the different loan types and what that means if you're a buyer and a seller. So, but for now, I just wanted to kind of give a quick little introduction and information about what a first-time home buyer should be doing if they're getting ready to get into the market. So just make sure that you follow these 3 steps. You know, the first one, talk with the mortgage lender. Make sure that at the end of the conversation, you get the application and you're working towards getting a pre-approval or a pre-qualification letter. From there, you want to talk with the realtor, discuss the items that you want to have in your home, you know, as far as bedroom, bathroom counts and how big the yard is, fenced in backyard, all those kinds of things. And then once you've done that, you're going to work with them on submitting that offer and getting it accepted. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, you can always contact me. The link for my information will be at the bottom of this video. So I hope that this has been helpful, and I will talk to you guys soon.